Live at Lunch is produced by KRFC 88.9 FM in the Ginger and Baker Studio in Fort Collins, Colorado, and supported by the Music District, a music-centric gathering place to cultivate talents, support professional development, and encourage connections.
Hello, I'm today's host for Live at Lunch, DJ Slush Pup. Live at Lunch is produced by KRFC 88.9 FM in the Ginger and Baker Studio in Fort Collins, Colorado. And it's supported by the Music District, a music-centric gathering place to cultivate talents, support professional development, and encourage connections. Today's video is made possible by KRFC and Fort Collins Public Media. Today's sound team is Andy Howes, Colton Boening, Paul Dotz, and Chrissy Pilley. Today's video tech team is Chris Winslow, Eric Delano, and Jeremy Smith. I'm excited to announce today's musical guests, Brian James Kittrell and the High and Lonesome Sound.
I was born at sunrise in the 7 Hills, the shadow of a shopping mall. Popped up past the cornfields, an American Legion Hall, stringing up a banner, buy one get one coming soon. And I hate to miss a bargain, honey, I'm just passing through. Honey, I'm just passing through. I traded in my rocking horse for a 6-pack and a tank of gas. Always quick to put the hammer down, but going nowhere fast. My mother, bless her heart, said, son, I'm worried about you. I said, no one lives forever. Mama, I'm just passing through. Mama, I'm just passing through. Come on. Has come and gone, and I settled into town. I broke a couple hearts along the way, and now I'm mostly breaking down. There's a home-shaped hole where my heart should be, and there's nothing left to do. Pack it up and move along. Honey, I'm just passing through. Honey, I'm just passing through. Oh, I'm just passing through. Mama, I'm just passing through, yeah.
Ooh, check out the sustain on that steel pedal. Nice. That's called Just Passing Through, a new song, newly recorded. Sounds like you've been working on it for a while, though.
Yeah, just got started on this record in the last 9 months or so of songs that have been kicking around for 10 years, and this is one of the newest crop of them. So, yeah, happy to get to play today.
I like the first line. I was born at sunrise in the Seven Hills.
The Seven Hills.
Were you born in Rome?
Yes, actually. Yeah. Cincinnatus, to be exact. Or is it Romulus and Remus? Kevin, well, you know more of the Cincinnati mythology. But yeah, I grew up actually with Kevin over here on the drums. We grew up in the Ohio River Valley outside of Cincinnati, and so this song was kind of pulling together some of the imagery of that, and yeah.
I'm probably digging in deep here, but is the reference to the shopping mall the Florence Mall on the other side of the river?
This particular one was not, though. That is a great piece of history, that it was called Florence Mall, written on top of a water tower, and then they had to change it to Florence Y'all because it was not approved advertising. Which reminds me, I do have a list of sponsors I'll need to get to soon, which I know is appreciated here on public radio. Yeah, no, that was actually a reference to the Eastgate Mall right next to Eichholt's cornfields. So they bulldozed these cornfields and built some shopping malls and everything, and just kind of this transitory nature here of suburbia encroaching on middle America, and this album kind of covers a little bit of that, and then is just covering transitions throughout life as well.
Nice. I feel like that's a theme in Ohio. Like there's a fair amount of Ohio songs about that exact thing. Having never really been to Ohio, is that sort of a big cultural touch point about, you know, people that have lived there and seeing how that state is changing in that way?
I think it could be. I don't know if I'm the right one to ask, because Kevin and I both flew the coop about 10 years ago. But it's funny that you picked up on that. I did actually use an AI to write this song. I just wrote in things about Ohio, and the song actually kind of wrote itself. So, which apparently you don't have to credit AI yet for songwriting, so I'm still covered by ASCAP and BMI.
Yeah, I don't know where you'd pay the royalties to.
Yeah, exactly. I think to Bezos.
I'm closest to the steel pedal here, so it's loudest in my mix. It sounded awesome.
Oh, thanks.
Wilco just played Red Rocks, and something about your playing reminded me of some of the early Wilco stuff. I don't know who you listen to or who you enjoy as steel
I don't know.
pedal guitar
I think,
players.
Bruce Caffan's one of my favorite players. He's kind of an unconventional producer and pedal steel player. Those two things, producers, engineers, pedal steel players, they go together kind of. And he's located down in San Francisco. He has a great record called Slider that's all like ambient pedal steel. So it's very like, like outside of what you would consider to like what you would think of when you think of pedal steel, but it's really beautiful stuff. Yeah.
I'm kind of obsessed with the pedal steel today.
Same.
How many strings are on that thing?
10.
10? And is it doubled like a mandolin, or is it like...
No.
Okay.
No, it's semi-open tuned. So there are grips that play chords. And then I can change the tuning of the whole neck with the pedals.
Oh, wow.
That's what the pedals do.
Oh, that's what it does. Okay. Okay. Fascinating. Very cool. Yeah. You can't really capo that, so you...
No, you can't. No.
All right, so this is one song of many that are coming out that you've been working on?
Yeah, so all of these songs that we're playing today are going to be on the new record, Just Passing Through, release date TBA.
Oh. Stay tuned for that. No, it takes a while to put them together. How far along are you in the recording process?
I'm nearly done recording now. So I've been doing this all in my own studio, which has been an awesome blessing to have access to that. And it has been a terrible curse to have access to unlimited studio time.
Yep.
I have an obsessive personality, and I'm a perfectionist, an imperfect perfectionist. So it's taken a while to get things where I want them. I've just decided I'm not going to try mixing the project, though, so I'm almost ready to hand it off to someone else where then we can get it out there. So
fantastic. Well, that was an incredible introduction. I really liked that song. So
thank you.
If there's more where that's coming from, sign me up.
Absolutely.
Let's see. You want to do the next song, or do you want to chat about an upcoming live performance?
Let's do the next tune here.
Okay.
So we're going to do a song called Built Myself a Coffin. So you asked if there was more where that last one came from. That was the happiest, toe-tappingest of them all. So now it's all kind of downhill from there. So if you're out there driving in your car right now having a bad day, maybe, actually, no, this could be good. It could work. I was going to say change the station, but that's probably frowned upon. This is actually a song that I wrote one morning when I woke up and I was feeling uncharacteristically good, which is surprising given the subject matter and lyrics. But yeah, so we could play the song and then maybe chat about if you have anything in there that you want to talk about. So this is Built Myself a Coffin. I built myself a coffin made of pilfered wood I scraped up from the bar. The regulars can send me off. I'm the late night scenes abandoned fading star. They toast my battered memory with whiskey, beer, and cigarette smoke. They all call me the punchline king, but I'm tired of living out that joke. Well, bring me that old rugged cross and now help you drive the nails through my own hands. I never lived a faultless life, but deep down I know Jesus understands. Smile at all the thieves they crucify along with me that fateful day. And settle all the bar tabs for each bleeding heart too drunken poor to pay. Judas, come here quick. A sloppy kiss with wine-stained lips is all I need to send me to my grave. Conscious lead a song of joy for this messianic mama's boys, for God knew what he meant to save. Body down beside the river, underneath some twisted alien tree. You can look upon the branches while its starving roots are nursing off of me. Well, I'll appreciate the quiet in the stillness of the darkness fading slow. Well, every party's gotta end, so shut the lights off, 'cause I know it's time to go. I built myself a coffin, but I swear I never thought I'd get this far.
Really nice. Built myself a coffin there. Another one off the new album, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's pretty.
Thank you.
That's a good compliment. Yeah. Pretty but sad, right?
Yeah. Over the last 10 years or so, I've played a lot of shows, and I've gotten to where I'm playing close to 200 solo shows a year, where I'm playing covers all night, and I'm the human jukebox, and I've felt pretty weary from that. And this song is kind of touching on some of the ways that I felt about that, of getting kind of chewed up and spit out by that machine. And so recently it's trying to move into writing these songs and performing these songs. And this is one that I've had the privilege to get to play in some listening rooms where, it's folks gathered around on couches or sitting on the floor and really kind of connecting on that song together. And there's been some pretty emotional moments with it. And it's been beautiful to see the way it affects other people, and it's great to get to share it as well.
It's cool. It's kind of like like peeling behind the facade of the performer, and how they're really feeling up there. Like, okay, just doing the same old stuff for the same old people in the same old place, right? Yeah. I'm sorry, I think I brought the mood down a bit, and I apologize.
Oh, I brought the mood down when I wrote half these songs.
That's where it came from. That's right. Ori, we haven't had a chance to introduce you. How are you doing today?
Feeling good. It's warm in here, but we're doing well.
It's from your hot bass playing. That's
Thank you.
Mostly the cause of it, I think.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. The bow gets it going.
So I overheard you before. You're from Colorado originally?
Yeah, I grew up in Greeley, down
right.
the road, 45 minutes or so.
Yeah.
I went to school at UNC, studied classical bass.
No kidding.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah, and ever since I've been doing a lot of not classical bass.
Okay.
I play a lot of rock with these guys, and I fill in for some funk groups, some of my best friends. So
Oh, cool.
I've been really thankful to keep gigging, because I know that's not always the case for people that go through programs like that, but I'm doing something else, but still playing, and I'm loving it. Very
Okay.
thankful.
I have a lot of questions for you.
Yeah, shoot.
Why do they sometimes call that contraption a double bass?
That's a great question. I can't give you the for sure answer on that, honestly.
Okay. It's always confused me. Like, where's the single bass?
You have an idea?
I think it's to clarify the spelling that there's two S's at the end of bass.
Is that right, Ori? I don't know about that. But yeah, actually, yeah.
It is.
Right.
It is.
Okay. And tell me a little bit about playing in a classical orchestra in the bass section compared to something like this.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot less lenient and forgiving. You guys, like in an orchestra, all the bass players, everybody in the orchestra has a written out part, and you have to listen around. Like, yes, I have to fix my own intonation with myself and Phil over here, and we all have to kind of adjust to what Brian's doing. But at the same time, like with orchestra, it's weird because you're playing with 6, 7, 8 other bass players, and at such a low frequency, it's really hard. You have to have a really good ear
To hear your own.
Exactly. Yeah. So sometimes throughout today, you might see me doing this, and that's just, I have to like put my head against the neck just to even hear exactly which pitch I'm playing.
But you also have a fondness for each other as well.
Yes, absolutely. And it's honestly really freeing to play in a group like this, because
Cool.
I feel like after going through school, I was such a robot of a musician that I wanted to play the same thing every time I ever performed it. But ever since getting out of that area and playing gigs like this, where there's a little more freedom, I've kind of like started to find a voice in the bass. What
was your favorite classical piece that you performed live ever?
Oh man, that's such a hard. I had a recital, so I had to do a bunch of. I think it was an hour and 5 minutes of solo music. I mean, all of those tunes were great because they were some of the tunes that made me want to study music.
Cool.
And then the guy I was studying with was like, "Yeah, I want you to play these 3 for your last recital." And I was like, "There's no way I'm ever gonna be able to play that." And then after about a year preparation, it was some Bach solo concerto, which absolutely that was the piece that made me want to go straight into music after high school. And then I did like a double bass quartet, and I think with some of my favorite people at the time, and I think that I love that too. Kind of showcase the bass and what it can do, because a lot of people don't actually understand what it can do.
Sure. Cool. A double bass quartet would be like a bass octet.
yeah.
All right, enough jokes about the bass. Thanks for playing along. Okay. It's probably time for another song, wouldn't you say? What do we got up next?
Let's do it. Well, we got a bit of a toe tapper going here. A tune called Front Row Tickets. This is also on the new record. And yeah, this is one where it's one of the shorter songs that I've written with the most words in it. So it gets going in there. So.
All right, so pay attention.
I got a neighbor, he's a doomsday prepper, and he's living off of MREs. He's got a secret stash of go-to-hammer radio and a bathtub full of 223s. When the news gets heavy and my palms start sweating, think I just might give it a whirl. I said, slow down, babe, you don't need a front row ticket to the end of the world. Helter skelter in the fallout shelter, I was strumming on some Don McLean. Well, the man in the Kremlin's got his finger on the button and he's pointing it at you and me. If it's the day I'm gonna die, well, I can swallow my pride and maybe do a little brown-eyed girl. Well, I'll be singing along, I got us front row tickets to the end of the world. And all this doom and gloom, it ain't nothing new. We got teenagers punching Nazis just like 1942. In times like these, I wonder what would Jesus do? He wouldn't build his church in the stadium, pass the taxes off to me and you. 9:30 along the barbed wire line, holding hands and at the DMZ. We were taking it slow beneath the searchlight glow, and she was looking pretty, pretty to me. Creeping up to midnight on the doomsday clock, but I still wanna give her a twirl. I said, slow down, babe, I'll have a front row ticket to the end of the world. Come on. Ain't no way I'm gonna come around and love the bomb. Killing kids in poppy fields, it's looking more and more like Vietnam. I can't quite keep track of which war we're on. Coyotes dying in the desert while the red hat nations waving MAGA flags and building a wall. Oh! Outside of the rubble, they built themselves a bubble, and they always keep it nice and clean. Well, everybody voted for the good guy, post-apocalyptic neoliberal dream. All the coastal elites trading crypto up there in the balcony, clutching their pearls. Down in the pit, I got a front row ticket to the end of the world.
All right, I want to point out we're recording this in the basement of a very solidly built building, which could serve as a good doomsday shelter.
Absolutely. I'm always looking for a good doomsday shelter.
That's where my mind went. So we're except for the air conditioning vibe, but if they fix that, although I don't know if you want if it really is the end of the world, do you want outside air coming into your doomsday shelter? I really haven't thought this through.
You don't. Yeah.
It requires a pretty strong filtration system. Charcoal is still preferred, but there are lots of options out there. There's a good app called Doomsdayers. It cuts all the valves out though, and they have like a good kind of working list of possible shelters within certain proximities of you. You can filter it.
Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty effective. Check out Doomsdayers on the App Store.
Brian James Kittrell, everyone, and the High and Lonesome Doomsdayers sound. Where my mind goes with that is all these people spending huge amounts of money on these shelters, just in case. And I'm like, why would I want to live in that situation? I think your lyrics touch on that a little bit,
Oh, man, that's a really interesting idea. Like, would you want to live in the end of the world? And there actually are 2 songs on this record that kind of deal with apocalyptic themes. They do it in much different ways. But, yeah, I don't know. It seems like there is this human tendency to want to survive despite the circumstances, even if you didn't feel like surviving, before the dire circumstances.
Yeah, I think that's just biology, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound that much fun if you can't go to shows and stuff. I don't know. Maybe
well,
that's
yeah, in
me.
this scenario, I mean, there is a guy picking down in the basement while they're waiting on the Kremlin to drop the bomb. So, yeah, this I don't know where this song. I think the first verse to this song happened when I was in the shower. And I was like, oh, I kind of like that. And then I put it on ice for about 2 years. And I like to go to Costa Rica in the winter and kind of regroup. And I ended up writing the rest of this song riding on a bus in Costa Rica. So and a few of these songs were finished in similar circumstances. So it's it's been around the block and around the world a little bit.
It's a great tune, and you're right. It's a toe tapper. Toe tapper, no question. All right. Where's Wes? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, where is Wes, man? We're still kind of waiting on him today. I don't know. He might be here soon.
Okay, great.
No, Wes. So this band is a really new formation, and so I started making this record by myself, and I was like, you know what? It'd be fun to get some other people playing on this. So I had called in some friends, and different things came together, and then this is formed out of trying to play these songs live. So this is the first time we've played these songs in front of anyone.
Oh, no way, really? Cool.
So it's a lot of fun, and it's pretty nerve-wracking as well, but it feels great and it feels good, and I'm glad to have these guys with me today. Wes is a guy that he sent me a cold call email one day asking me to play a wedding with him. He's our fiddle player, and I was like, I don't know this dude, and this just sounds weird enough that I got to say yes to it. And so I hopped in his big truck with him, and we rode up to Vail and played a wedding all day and had a great time. And he's been playing with us as well, so it's been a lot of fun. He's in Telluride right now, so we weren't able to get him today, but It's a hard man to get a hold of.
All right. Wow, this is cool. I can't believe I'm the first live audience. It's not bad, guys. Thank you. No, it's
You
really
heard it
good,
here,
actually.
folks. Not bad.
It's not too shabby, gentlemen. I'm kidding. It sounds awesome.
Thank you.
All right. Let's do another song, yeah? Looks like you got Take Whatever You Need queued up here.
Yeah. So this is one we got to do a Magnolia Sessions video recently, which is actually the only other time we've played in this arrangement, and that was the first time. I'm not the most prepared guy, which everyone here in the production crew knows today. I didn't send us any advance. I don't think they knew if I was bringing a band or what was happening. So thanks for being really flexible, everybody. Much appreciated. You guys rock. But so the same was true for the Magnolia Sessions. We showed up. The band hadn't even heard this song, the one that we're about to play. So we learned it on the spot and played it. And yeah, fun to get to try it again. This is our most practiced song. We've played it once.
Yes. Yes.
Whew. All right. Let's hear it.
Yeah, this is a song that happened on some of these sad songs it's, I think people read into them a lot and think like, oh, what was going on when that song was written? And this was one, it was a sunny day and I was lying in the hammock and this melody came to me and the song kind of came all at once. Some of these songs have literally been written over the span of 10 years and this one was all of 10 minutes to come together. So it's funny how that happens.
Cool.
There were a list of words I'm not supposed to say, so we'll get. I got a heart like a freight train, it beats in my chest. Running all night, can't get no rest. Heart like a freight train and it come off the tracks. It's a runaway train and it ain't coming back. It's a runaway train and it ain't coming back. I got a heart like a drunkard, he can't get enough. He's strung out sideways and blacked out on love. Like a drunkard and he can't find the door. He killing himself and he don't know what for. Killing himself and he don't know what for. I can't eat, I can't sleep since you cut me open and ripped out the best part of me. The heart doesn't bleed, so take whatever you need. I got a heart like a lighthouse asleep at the coast. When all the candles burned out, the watchmen turned into ghosts. Heart like a lighthouse that don't shine anymore. Just a busted up building alone at the shore. Just a busted up building alone at the shore. I don't sleep since you cut me open and ripped out the best part of me. I don't sleep, I don't dream since you cut me open and ripped me apart at the seams. The heart doesn't bleed, so take whatever you need.
Nice. I didn't want to say anything till that steel guitar faded out.
I could go forever on this.
Just listen to the sustain.
Yeah.
Are we going to do the bit?
Yeah, exactly. Another killer tune. I really like that one. You mentioned that it's a Zen koan. I don't know what either of those words mean.
So it's somebody asked me about that line, "The heart doesn't bleed," about what that actually means, and I wrote it because I thought it sounded good, and then I started thinking about it and turning it over in my head. I'm like, is this nonsense? And I sat with it for a while. And so a Zen koan are these. They're kind of ideas to meditate or think about. So one is to meditate on the sound of one hand clapping, is a pretty famous Zen koan. And so it's, you look at this thing that's seemingly nonsensical and then turn it over and try and find what's going on inside of there. And I got to a point where I made sense and came to terms with this, and this song is now one of the closest to me. And I think with any koan, it's not to be explained, but to be pondered. So
Cool.
Maybe that's a bunch of BS. I'm not sure.
Thanks, Brian. No, I think that's great. I like that there's cool little Easter eggs in the lyrics there. Now, I've saved the drummer for last because drummers always come last. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is, right? Yeah. Kevin, how are you doing today?
Very well.
How's it back there in the corner on the kid? Is it too hot?
It's cool back here.
It's not bad,
it's
huh?
Not bad. Yeah.
All right.
Feels absorbing most of the heat up there.
Apparently. That looks like a fairly antique Ludwig kit there.
Funny you should say. I got this in the mail about 3 days ago.
Shut up.
I'm warming up to it, and it's new. I'm playing a new kit here. And,
all right.
I think it's supposed to have that antique-y look to it.
But it is like a new build.
It is new, yeah.
Please tell us about it, Kevin.
Should I?
Yeah.
Is that I ordered these drums, and they showed up in the mail, and then more drums kept showing up in the mail, a complete second kit that wasn't ordered by me and wasn't charged or anything.
Okay.
So, I had a bit of a moral quandary. I was just wrestling with, telling them what happened.
Yeah.
In the end, I came clean and got the free drums sent back that were. But I think
you didn't have to pay to ship them back, did you?
No, they covered that too.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't have paid for that.
That's probably
that wasn't.
what it
I
cost
didn't order.
I think that's a fair compromise.
Yeah.
I recently ordered a canvas print. You know, they have this. It makes it look like it was a painting of my dog, and what came in the mail was someone's first Holy Communion. Which I haven't. They didn't want it back, actually. So
you hold on to that.
Yeah. Oh, that's a white elephant gift for someone out there. Yeah, absolutely. They did send the dog, but apparently that's not as valuable as an entire drum set. So they didn't want it back.
Yeah, Kevin and I went back and forth on the drum set for a while, and we both knew that the right thing to do was to return it. And then we kept talking about it for a day and a half.
Yeah.
I found some interesting case law that supported it being Kevin's legal property despite not being ordered.
He did extensive research. I was impressed.
Which still left us. So we found that we were in the right legally. I say we. This was Kevin's, but as his legal counsel.
Yeah.
But that the ethical thing to do was take it back. I also recommended some mild extortion of trying to negotiate a reduced rate to keep it.
Yeah.
But it's back in the hands of this unnamed vendor, and we wish them the best. To Randy and the boys out there in Indiana.
Were they identical? Was the other kit?
Yeah, the exact same kit. Yeah.
Are you nervous you sent back the wrong kit?
Believe me, I've thought of that. I was like, I didn't want any bad mojo around this kit.
Right.
So that's like part of the reason I sent back or contact them about the second one, but this one feels like the right kit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you take them both out of the boxes, or did one stay boxed up?
Yeah, I kept that second one boxed up. And
So you never got to.
I never knew.
compare 'em.
Yeah, it might have been like glowing and like calling my name or something, but this one's still pretty cool. Yeah.
Still pretty cool. All
Yeah.
right.
I'm missing a rack tom today, so this is kind of my slimmed down cowboy kit that I'm playing here. Yeah.
Yeah, no crash either, huh?
Yeah, just this ride and some hi-hats here.
All right. Yeah, well, it sounded good back there.
Thank you.
It's so low. All right, well, we'll get a little tuned up here. The next song is the one that has my favorite title, Diet Love.
Yeah. Why is that your favorite title?
I don't know.
Talk to me. What do you
I went
think?
immediately to like Tab and Love Light, spelled Lite.
Yeah.
Definitely some other options there, but
Yeah, so there's certainly an element of tongue in cheek in here, and I like to write songs from a flawed narrative perspective, which you could say is my perspective, and at times maybe it is, but sometimes I'm aware of writing something that is a little bit out of touch, and this song is one that's a little bit like that. But I think there is this edge of awareness in it as well, and so this concept of diet love, it tastes just like the real thing, but it's not quite there.
Oh, I just connected to Bon Iver's Skinny Love. Skinny Love, Diet Love. If you get Diet Love, you end up with, anyway.
Man, I hope
probably
that
just
the
me.
Bon Iver camp is not litigious. Yeah,
I don't think
about
it'll connect.
Yeah, we'll have Kevin. Will you be my legal team on things like this? Excellent. Yeah. I do. I have a family plan to legal Zoom, so we can use that.
Be good publicity, though.
To get sued, or this is good publicity for legal Zoom?
Straight to the top.
Oh, straight to the top, to the gutter. All right, let's feel this out. Here's some of that steel. Strapped down tight against this bar stool. It's pouring shots straight down my throat. And I pray to God this so-called living don't make me every song I ever wrote. True love at last, or close enough. I'm looking for somebody new to fill my cup, just like the real thing that I love. Let's split a cab and spill our guts till the sun comes up. Your face all lit up in the neon, just like the ballroom beauty queen. Our lips are swaying in slow motion. We talk without saying anything. True love at last, or close enough. I'm looking for somebody new to fill my cup, just like the real thing that I love. We can close our eyes and turn the music up. I say you look like Audrey Hepburn. I say what I think you'll like best. And down at rock bottom the loving's easy. You toss and dart straight through my chest. True love at last, we're close enough. I'm looking for somebody new to fill my cup, just like the real thing that I love. Baptized by the moonlight, let the morning be our judge.
That was good. I'm surprised no one was slow dancing in here. I would have if we didn't have jobs to do, I guess. That's a great slow dance tune for sure.
Thank you. Yeah, well, everybody needs a slow dance tune, I suppose.
Yeah. It's all good, you know. You work up that Dutch courage and ask that special someone for a dance.
That could be like an alternate title for this record, I think. Songs to slow dance to. Or like songs to break up to. Like
I was waiting, and I was really happy that on the steel pedal at the end, you started a half step low and got back up to that D.
Did that, like, that bend in?
Yeah.
Yep.
I was waiting for it.
Yep.
I wanted it, and I got it.
Obligatory. It's like Chekhov's gun.
I was like, yeah. I had high and lonesome sound bingo. That would have filled one of the spots
a
there.
mention of Jesus, a mention of drinking, and a slow pedal steel
Bend
resolution.
into the root.
And I think neon was mentioned in there. That was good. That's a perfect
right.
word for that song.
That's right.
I tease. I really liked it.
Yeah, that is another song that I actually wrote sitting on a beach in Costa Rica. I'd say about half the songs on this record were written that way, which, you know, that doesn't sound like beach music.
No.
For sure. But there's getting out of my kind of like day-to-day life here.
Yeah.
And being able to slow down and kind of decompress and mull things over has been really helpful for me over the last couple of years. And that's been the spot where I've been lucky to do it.
Yeah, I was at the swing station the entire time while listening to that song. That's where that put me. Swing station, very late, very sticky. I killed the convo with that one. All right.
Just a lot of spilled beer. That's all.
Yeah,
Innocent
that's
fun.
it.
That's all.
Thank you. Someone's on my side.
Yeah. Spilled beer.
It looks like we're down to the last song standing. See what I did there?
We're down. Yeah, we've got one more here that we had worked up when we came in. Like, yeah, guys usually do about 8 songs. Like, all right, well, we got 6. So, let's hang out. We brought cards as well in case we needed to, like, you know, play some gin rummy or something to kill a little bit of time.
I think we got enough people for volleyball if we want to do that.
Oh, that's a grand idea.
Just set it up right here in the room. What could possibly go wrong?
Now, this is also an audio medium, but if we had someone describing the game, I think it could work. So this last song is Last Man Standing, which is kind of the spiritual successor or predecessor to Take Whatever You Need. These two songs kind of came together, and this one I was thinking about the end of the world as I'm wont to do, and I was kind of imagining, the oceans boiling and the sun being blotted out of the sky and everyone dying, and I had this, sweet love song idea of like, all right, we can survive in this. And then as I was writing it, I realized that it's partly that. It's partly this love song saying like, wow, we can thrive in this situation when everything else is gone. And I realized more so it's saying like, is this what it would take for you to love me? If everyone else is dead and gone, then could you finally love me? Am I enough then? And if you're ever wondering that, the answer is no, you're not. But it's a fun song.
Take it away.
Hold on one second. How's that first line go? I'm going to sing it right. cheaters on. Okay, so we're doing no intro, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Will you love me when the seas dry up and the sun is dull and red? Will you love me till the end, when every living thing is dead? Will you love me when the monuments of man begin to rust? Will you love me when our bodies fail and our bones all turn to dust? I could be your man when the world is burning. I could be your last man standing. Would you hold my hand when the world quits turning? I could be your last man standing. I could be your man. Will you love me when the oceans rise and swallow up the ground? Will you love me when the forests burn and the birds don't make a sound? Will you love me when my looks are gone and all my hair turns gray? Will you love me when my voice gives out and I can't sing or play? I could be your man where the world is burning. I could be your last man standing. Would you hold my hand when the world quits turning? I could be your last man standing. Honey, I could be your man. Oh, baby, I could be your man. Oh. And I can't quit. I wouldn't if I could. Standing here in the wasteland, baby, wishing that you would hold out your hand. Tell me not to go. I might not be the last man, but I gotta let you know. Oh, I gotta let you know. Be your man while the world is burning. I could be your last man standing. Would you hold my hand while the world quits turning? I could be your last man standing. Honey, I could be your man. Oh yeah. Honey, I could be your man. Yeah, alright. Will you love me till the end, when all the stars fall from the sky and the universe begins again, surrounding you and I?
Beautiful. Last Man Standing by Brian James Kittrell and the High and Lonesome Sound. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate that. And KRFC is honored that you chose us for your first live performance together. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.
I'm not counting the Magnolia thing, obviously.
No. Forget it. Yeah, thank you so much. If we could get one plug in, we're going to be doing the Magnolia Session video premiere at the Lyric on September 28th. So we're going to be playing these songs, and they're going to be screening our video there. It's going to be lots of fun.
All right. Look forward to that on September 28th.
Roger that.
At the Lyric. Fantastic. All right. Well, thanks again, and many great things for you all in the future. Can't wait for the album. We'll get you back on at some point when that comes out.
Great. Well, thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you for listening to Live at Lunch, and thank you to the Music District here in the heart of Fort Collins, Colorado. Live at Lunch is produced by KRFC 88.9 FM in the Ginger and Baker studio. If you'd like to appear on Live at Lunch, email our music director, David Vacek, at david@krfcfm.org.